Unfortunately, though, the people at the Mendoza Zoo, located in Argentina, seem to lack common sense. Take a look at the story of Arturo. He's a 29-year-old polar bear, and he's suffering, and he needs our help. Desperately. A polar bear in the Argentine desert. You couldn't be more polar opposite even if you tried. Arturo is a 29-year-old polar bear who resides at the Mendoza Zoo located in Argentina. Do you know the term being held against their will? This pretty much sums up Arturo's life, because he's being held under appalling conditions unnatural to his habitat. He's a fighter, and he's managed to stay alive for over 25 years. But even the strongest eventually fall, and unfortunately, if nothing is done or changed, he's going to die. Do me a favor and look at him. Tell me what you see. You know what I see? Someone suffering. And yes, I said someone, not something, because when I look at Arturo, I see the emotions that we as individuals face each and every day of our lives. I see pain. I see loss of hope. I see sadness, despair. But the most heartbreaking thing to see is defeat, because somewhere deep inside, he's giving up. Cries for help, for broken dreams, for pain, and shouting for freedom and more importantly justice. They have been heard. The Polar Bear Conservatory ended up finding a home in Canada, a place that would be much more adaptable for him. But the Argentina government is refusing to let him go. A group of experts, and yes, when I say experts, I'm doing air quotes, made the deduction that Arturo needs to remain at the zoo. All members of the medical board say that there is a high risk that runs at his age, and he should not be traveling anywhere. The examiners, however, only checked how he walks, eats, and swims, which given the conditions he's in, obviously he's not going to pass. And to anyone who looks behind their evaluation, it's completely fake and an excuse, just like their zoo. Shame on the zoo for their poor establishment, but shame also on those individuals who continue to go to the zoo and see these exhibitions, because by doing that you are giving the zoo money. Money creates profit, and profit keeps a revolting, shameful, and poor business like this going, and Arturo and I'm sure the other animals there suffering. With their deduction about how Arturo is too old and fragile to travel for his age. But the thing is, he developed this way because they didn't give him what he needed. So if they can't remove him from the problem, they can at least fix the problem. They can fix the living conditions and give him something that at least matches his habitat. I'm talking to you right now, Mendoza Zoo. It's us right now. Haces algo ahora. Enough is enough. He's suffering. He does not deserve to suffer. He did nothing to deserve this punishment or this fate. And it will break my heart among every other individual who is trying to save Arturo to know that he died without knowing the joys of freedom and happiness. He deserves this, and it's our job to make this happen. We need to speak up, guys. We need to raise our voices. We can do it peacefully. We don't need to do violence or anything, but we need to speak up, because if we don't, he's going to die. Something that I don't want to accept. It's something I refuse to accept. We might not be the ones who have him in, caged like this. We might not be the ones letting him suffer. But by doing nothing, by saying nothing, we're helping him to reach his death. And I don't want to be part of that, because I'm not a murderer. I might not live in Argentina. I might not be able to physically go down there and protest. But I am aware of what's going on, just like I'm aware of what's going on in, Africa with the poaching. And just like that, I'm not there, but I'm here, and I'm raising my voice, and I hope that you guys raise your voice with me. Thank you.